Thoracic spine articulation. I believe that a lot of people's movement disabilities originate from losing our capacity to move through our thoracic spine, which is the series of vertebrae that our rib cage connects to. One of the main principles of the practice that I'm trying to teach here is regaining access to being able to expand our posterior rib cage through breathing. And this helps us decompress our spine and regain mobility through these vertebrae. So a lot of people forget how to rotate through these vertebrae, and so we end up rotating where our lumbar and thoracic spine meet. And this isn't inherently bad, but as a habit, it does become unhealthy. Not to mention, it's very restrictive. So here I am going into full flexion through my thoracic spine, starting at the top and working my way down one vertebrae at a time as best I can, being very slow and intentional so as to not bring my lumbar spine and pelvis with me. Each exhale, I'm releasing tension to allow myself to go into deeper flexion. And then once I'm all out of air, I slowly inhale, expanding posterior ribcage, paying very close attention to where I'm expanding. And once I'm in full flexion, I can rotate around only my thoracic spine, not my lumbar spine. And once I reach the end range of my rotation, I go into extension and rotate around the other way, back down into flexion, and done. This takes a lot of attention, so go slow with it. Most of us have totally forgotten how to move these parts of our body. So this is me just dumping and flopping into flexion. You saw how much of my neck moved and not so much the rest of my spine. We're not trying to do that. And here, I'm twisting all of my spine, and I bring my pelvis with me. We also don't want to do that. And here, owie, I extend all of my spine to an extreme degree. We don't want to do that either. We're moving intentionally and with purpose. So again, releasing tension as I exhale, starting at the top of my spine, the base of my skull, like we did with the head articulation, chin toward sternum, down into flexion, and going down one vertebrae at a time into deeper and deeper flexion. Lumbar spine and pelvis stay in the same orientation as I flex through all of these vertebrae where my rib cage connects. Slow, intentional inhales, expanding posterior rib cage, feeling my spine decompress, my rib cage expand. Long, relaxing exhales as I move into deeper flexion. Taking my time. And it takes me several breaths generally to do this well. Certainly I could move through it more quickly and still experience some benefits from this, but I find it to be way more beneficial to take my time and do it well. So full flexion, full rotation, full extension of thoracic spine all the way up to my skull, and then rotating back around down into flexion. Done. Slow, gentle circles, just like in the previous video. Attention, intention equals good results. Good luck.